welcome to ETimes live session. We were really excited to have this live because I know you've got so many fans, who've watched all your YouTube videos and your content.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I've got to tell you this, that the moment I told my sister that I'm doing this live session with you, she was like, wow, I love him.
Oh my God.
I'm a big fan and watched his content all over. I think your show, which was called College Romance, and
Yeah,
your character Bagga, which got hugely popular.
yeah, it did. And say hi to your sister and a lot of fans here for College Romance. Yeah, it's a very popular show amongst the youth.
Yeah, and of course, as you're talking about that, people are writing hi Bagga Bagga. So, and
Oh,
everybody is going Bagga,
oh my
not
God, I
Gaga,
can't
but
read.
Bagga over you right now.
I am sorry, but I can't read anything for some reason.
Oh, you can't? Maybe
No,
your
should I?
settings. Everybody is
Should,
saying hey Bagga, hey Bagga. So I think, don't you think that sometimes you do some characters and they just stay with the audiences for so long and they can't just
yeah.
get over that, to just stay.
It's actually been 4 years. Four
Yeah,
years since I did. We started with College Romance, and
yeah,
till the date, it's the most popular character that I've done. And
yeah.
I've been to different parts of our country, and no
Mm,
matter where I go, a lot of people
yeah.
know my name, but most of them don't know my name. They know me by my character name, that's Bagga,
Mm,
and it's a nice feeling sometimes, and it's also not a nice feeling sometimes that
mm,
you worked so hard, and no matter what character I do, they end up just calling me Bagga.
mm. So while we are talking about it, somebody has written, say a dialogue from Bagga.
Oh my God. Uh, actually, uh, it's so many right now that I can't do my mind. So his most favorite is uh, हरी चटनी के साथ ब्रेड पकौड़े जहर होते हैं मेरे जहर.
Amazing. Now, of course, talking about your latest release on Netflix, which
Thank you.
is Fame Game. I have watched it, and I have to say, absolutely amazing your performance, and I'm sure you're getting so much of compliments all around you. So tell me, how's that going?
It's been a little overwhelming for me because I was really nervous about this one. It's a little far away from the kind of work that I've done
Absolutely, yes.
before this, and it's a little it's the first time I'm playing a character which is a little gray. So
Hmm.
I was a little nervous, but since the release, people around me, people on Instagram, people everywhere on different social media platforms have been so nice to me. People from the industry have been so nice to me. I've been getting so many calls and such nice things. Gajraj sir gave me the
Hmm.
best compliment that anybody could have given me. He said that he saw this thing and he put out a post, Gajraj Rao sir, that
Hmm.
and tagged me and he said that he can now see the versatility in me, and
Absolutely.
and that is actually what an actor really wants.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's been great since the release, and I'm having a very good time taking away taking the good compliments from different people.
Yeah. And as we are talking about Fame Game, everyone is writing about that. Somebody is writing, the Vedant Sharma is writing, bro, you rocked the Fame Game.
Hey,
So
so sweet. Thanks, Vedansh. Yeah, it's a tough. It was a tough character to get into because again, मैंने जो भी काम इससे पहले करा, it's been
what
on
different
some
hai.
बहुत different है, and done a lot of comedy. Then I just did Tubber last year, which was a little intense, and now
Yeah.
this one. So it's good to finally get good reviews about something that you were very nervous about.
But tell me something, Gagan, when this
Yeah.
character of came to you and you auditioned for it,
Hmm.
आपके दिमाग में कुछ ऐसा था कि maybe my audiences wouldn't accept because I've done so much of fun and that genre, and now this is such a new zone, playing a
Absolutely,
gray
absolutely.
character.
बहुत डरा हुआ था मैं, and also because a lot of people told me so as well that कि एक बार आप एक तरह का काम कर लो और आपका कैरेक्टर इतना पॉपुलर हो जाए तो it is very difficult for people to accept you in anything else. But I think वो वाला bubble था वो last year burst हो गया था with Tubber. The way people accepted and loved Tubber, as in Film Companion called it the best show of 2021.
Yes.
And I was called the performer of the month of October alongside Vicky Kaushal. So and Pawan sir. So it was again a very I couldn't understand how to. I'm not very good at taking compliments. So at that time only, but ये वाला bubble burst हो गया था कि people won't accept the actually the audience is very mature than we think they are, or they we shouldn't take them so lightly. So
Yeah.
they usually predict the future. आगे क्या होने
Absolutely.
वाला है? After everybody who's watched the show, some people tell me मेरे को पहले पता चल गया था, इस episode के बाद पता चल गया था. Then they would call those loopholes. The audience is really smart, and I take them for that, and they've accepted both my characters, which were away from humor, very well.
But Gagan, tell me something. As a, when it comes to your personal life, when you're choosing your scripts and, this is what I want to do and this is probably something that I don't want to try right now in my career. So what interests you or what gives you more that sort of a high, is it the fun youth-based characters, or is it like something which is very out of your comfort zone? And, what is your comfort zone is what I'm trying to understand.
There's no foolproof plan. There's no basically there's no format that I go through when I'm going for a script or auditioning for a script. मेरी कोशिश यही रहती है कि जो मैंने काम अभी कुछ टाइम पहले करा है, I don't repeat that. I don't like to do similar kind of things in life also.
Yeah.
I get bored बहुत जल्दी बोर हो जाता हूँ मैं. और तो मेरी आदत है to trying and doing different things. So that is what I try to do with my scripts also. That अगर मैंने अभी एक genre किया, I try not to do something similar. Earlier I didn't have that that many opportunities to pick from, but now जब मेरे पास है, so it is fun that for now I'm doing something comic. So right now tomorrow we're starting with College Romance season 3. So we're starting shooting of that tomorrow. And फिर उसके बाद I have something that's in the genre of horror. So I try, and basically nothing, no format as such. Just the repetition and कि जो मुझे पढ़ के actually मैं जो देखना चाहूँ चीज खुद मैं वो करने की कोशिश करता हूँ.
Now tell me something, because Fame Game, of course, you have obviously starred opposite such big actors and such experienced actors. Madhuri Dixit, Sanjay Kapoor, Manish Paul. So how was that experience?
Surreal experience, because at the end of the day, I'm just a middle class kid from Delhi, and suddenly after 3 years or 4 years of work, I am sitting across Madhuri Dixit, Sanjay Kapoor sir, Manav Kaul, and बहुत बार ऐसा होता था that I am doing something and suddenly I would look up and it's Madhuri Dixit, and I would think, अरे where am I? How did I reach here? What did I
कोई
do?
डायलॉग चलता था आपके माइंड में?
I would usually go numb. मेरे दिमाग में गाना मैं बताता हूँ कब बजा था. Actually जब मेरे ऑडिशन सारे क्लियर हो गए थे and I was going for the final reading, so I was called at the Dharma office. So once I entered the Dharma office, तब उस टाइम मेरे दिमाग में that initial Dharma sound that comes before films, मेरे दिमाग में वो चल रहा था कि अरे यार ये यहाँ कहाँ आ गया हूँ मैं. So at the Dharma office, I felt that. With Madhuri ma'am, I would just go blank. I would look at her and I would just keep on thinking कि कोई इतना खूबसूरत कैसे हो सकता है, and the way, the grace she has, the way she carries herself, the actor she is still. So yeah, very lucky.
So what is it that because they say that, whenever you do a certain kind of a role, or when you're working with such experienced people, there's of course something that you take away from them, right, which remains with you. So what is it that you would say that, with Madhuri, and with of course, Sanjay Kapoor, is there something that you learned and that will stay with you?
I think the way they made all of us very comfortable.
Yeah.
I think if I ever reach to that level, if I ever become the superstar that these people are, I would try to be as humble as these guys are, as welcoming as these guys are. And the way जिस तरह से उन लोगों ने हमको, they involved us, they sat with us, they had a talk, they would eat food with us.
Hmm.
So in that sense, it was a really fun environment, and you would never feel that you're working with superstars. At the end of the day, they are superstars that we're working for, working with. But still, if I ever reach that level, I would try to be as humble and as grounded as these guys were.
Yeah, I think what you just said, being humble is something which is really
Hmm.
important. Doesn't matter at
Correct.
what stage you are and what you're
Hmm.
doing. But apart from that, Gagan, this is something that I want to ask you, and of course, I'm sure a lot of your fans would want to know that. You said that you're a middle class boy who came from Delhi, and in just 3-4 years, you're in that Netflix show, and you've made it big for
Yeah.
yourself. So, if you
Hmm.
have to kind of, give sort of a message to all those young actors out there, maybe sitting in Delhi or even small towns, who are having
Hmm.
these big dreams, what would that be?
Yeah.
Because you've made it pretty big.
Uh, the only message I give them is that don't be scared, don't be afraid, give it a try. Don't because a lot of people will tell you that it's not going to happen. And they
Hmm.
might be right, they might be wrong, but give it a try. And with that try, this is one thing that I tell anybody who tells me that they want to become an actor: come prepared. As in, take one workshop from somewhere, take an online class. There are things available on YouTube. Try to learn a little about acting before coming, because once you reach Bombay, there's not a lot of helping hands present there.
Hmm.
And once you start auditioning, it's a very negative process. The way
Yeah.
we are auditioned here, it's a very negative process, and you kind of feel low very easily. So once you're prepared, then and what happens is कि समझ में नहीं आता यार कि मेरा audition clear क्यों नहीं हो रहा, मैं क्या कहाँ गलती कर
Hmm.
रहा हूँ. So once you've prepared, once you've taken a workshop or two, you know what's going wrong or what is not working for you. So you want to come, don't be scared of anything, just come prepared with something.
So the process of going through, honing your skill is what you're saying is very important.
Yeah.
And would you also talk a bit about, those times when you came to Bombay and of course you were auditioning and probably, rejections which might have happened, and, then what was it that made you feel, now I got that?
Um, I think it's the process. The process hits you down.
Hmm.
If you get up uh, and keep getting up, then I guess it's just how it's supposed to be. And for me, it was very different because I started as an assistant director.
Hmm.
I started as an assistant director, and from there I shifted to acting because I
Hmm.
got the first one. So my problem was not getting the first role that I could. My real problem was after the success, the huge success of Bagga that I got. There was a very lull period after that. There's a
Oh,
big lull period after that. So my struggle became started after me getting
your
famous.
success. Hmm.
Yeah. So then it was even more embarrassing that once I'm sitting in an audition room and there are people who say that I'm a big fan of yours, and those people would get the role and I wouldn't get that
Hmm.
character. That to go back to home and play with that, to have that in my mind and to get that out of my mind was the real task. And it genuinely came after I went and took some workshops. I studied acting how so much I could, but I tried to study, and that's how I think I got to where I am right now. And by noticing minor details about myself where I was lacking, and
Yes.
that self reflection actually helped, really helped.
And of course, because you kept doing so many of these videos and
Yeah,
content which is more youth based. So of course you had so much of that fan base already. So all you had
yeah.
to do is figure out, pick up the right project, and just jump into it.
Again, picking up the right project is something that I have right now. At that time, there was nothing coming my way, and I was amazed. I was like, that is not how people told me this works. People
Hmm.
usually told me that once you got one hit, then from there on, it's all you. You
Yeah.
can figure it
It's
out,
up,
and you
up,
can
up,
get
up, up.
it's up, up,
Yeah.
up, up. But for me, it was like I skyrocketed in one
And then
night, and from there, I was like, where to go now? And
yeah.
but at the end of the day, I think everything जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है. Everything fell
Hmm.
into place, and I had to go through that journey to be here, and I'm very proud of it.
Absolutely. And then of course we've seen you in in Bollywood as well. And is there something which is coming up in terms of have a Bollywood movie, or
We are
you're
in
more
talks right
happy
now.
in your
No, no,
OTT
no, no.
zone?
I am happy with every format that I can work on. I started with YouTube. I've
Yes.
gone to the big screen.
Yeah.
I'm here at Netflix right now. I'll
Hmm.
be coming to different platforms pretty soon. So especially post COVID, I don't think the platform really matters.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
the it's it's got mixed up really bad
Hmm.
during COVID. Films were
Yeah.
releasing on
There's
OTT.
no like box now.
Yeah, there is no, the lines are really blurred.
Yeah.
But again, yeah, the big screen is always going to be the big screen, and we've got something that's still in talks, and hopefully it will work out soon, and you guys will see me on the screen very soon.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today for this live
Thank you.
session. And I'm sure that a lot of your followers and fans who are commenting
Oh
continuously
my God.
down there have got some of their answers.
I'm
And
really sorry, guys. Really sorry I couldn't read anything because I am how this is how my technological skills are. I'm happy I'm not an influencer, I'm an actor. वरना मुझे कुछ नहीं पढ़ा है. Everybody who's come, thank you so much. Everybody who's commented, I love you, and thanks for being here.
but definitely seeing the kind of comments, Gagan, we can say that you've got a very strong social media family supporting you
Oh
as
my
well.
God. Yeah, I do. I do. These guys are amazing. On my low days, I wake up and I read their messages, and it actually lifts me up. And
Hmm.
luckily, they have all been nice. I've not got a lot of trollers here, and
Yeah.
it's a safe family abhi tak to. But thank you guys. I'm really sorry I couldn't read your comments, and it's good to be on your platform. At least you could read and tell.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.